what he called himself. He was somebody.
I'm somebody.
But I thought that he was in just one movie, and that he had written just one song, which was "A Good Man Is Hard to Find."
Mm-hmm.
He wrote that in 1917.
Wow.
Interesting. And I saw him when I was 8 years old. He died when I was 3. So I don't remember him from then, but I saw him on television when they showed a movie from 1945 called Duffy's Tavern.
Okay.
He was in the movie, and it was on television one night, and my mom let me stay up late and watch it. So I got to see him on television. But I didn't realize exactly how far-reaching his achievements were. And so in about 1996, I had a 6-7-year-old grandson, and whenever we would do his homework, he would say, I can't do this, I can't do this. And his first few years, he had to have help because Melanie had an involved delivery.
To put it nicely.
And so Edward we thought he was going to have learning problems. So he had to have somebody come in and help him learn to read and whatnot. So he always thought that he couldn't do certain things. And I thought about it, and I thought, I should write a book about my father, because Eddie was born in 1891. He died in 1950. And he made a name for himself in a time where black men had to really struggle to get ahead. So I thought, well, I could write a book, and that would be inspiration for my grandson. Well, life intruded. And, I kind of started the process, and then this happened and that happened, and I went back to school, and, my mom got ill, and just stuff happened. So my research didn't really start until 2007 maybe. So the book, of course, was published in July. Edward is now 26.
Oh, all for Edward.
It took that long. But my mom passed in 2010, and so I decided to really get into the writing of the book, and I started doing research, and because that helped me get over the fact that she had passed. It gave me something to focus on. And my mother actually gave me the first photo that I had of Eddie.
Okay, you wanted me to pass those around, Mom?
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I didn't even think about what you're doing now. She gave me the first photo of Eddie. My mother was at the library, and I could pass that around, please. Eddie is the one. There's other black man. He's the short white dude. He's the shortest little black guy. My mother found this photo in a book in the library.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I was like, oh my God, there it is.
How could she even find it,
I don't know. She just happened. She was
This is
at
him.
the library.
The little short guy right here?
No, he's standing on
The short one on the left, on the right.
This is Eddie. Where is he? Yes, right there.
Oh, right here. This one right here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Okay.
the wrong one.
Yeah, I saw that little short guy there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was looking at a book called Blacks in Blackface.
Oh, yeah.
And she found it. she hadn't found that.
Fortuitous find.
Exactly. Okay, I have other photos, but I'm trying to pass them along as I talk about them.
Okay.
So, when I started researching, I would go to what's the name of that place? Santa Monica.
The Mormon.
Mormon.
Yes, the Mormon
Mormon Temple.
Temple.
Mhm.
Yes, they
Yeah,
have.
they're very good about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I would go there like once a week because I was on the bus and I was coming from Granada Hills. And
That's quite a ride.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I would stay as long as I could, until I'd have to leave because of the dark. And I would research. I'd type in, Eddie Green, and this would pop up and that would pop up and stuff would pop up. That's.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
That's where I found myself as a 2-year-old with my mother and father. In 1949, just before Eddie died, Duffy's Tavern, the program that he was working on, moved to Puerto Rico. And Eddie got ill while he was in Puerto Rico, so we came back. And we came back on the SS Puerto Rico ship.
Oh.
Wow.
And at the Mormon place, I found the passenger list.
Wow.
Yeah, and I wasn't even looking for it. Somebody was showing me how to use the computer, to do my genealogy, and I found the list. Eddie Green,
That's
Elva
amazing.
Green, Elva Green. I was 2.5.
Wow.
And the people in the library, because I got loud at that point. Oh my God, that's me. It never even dawned on me to think about how I came back from Puerto Rico. I knew I was in Puerto Rico at one point, but I didn't remember any of that. I don't remember nothing. Puerto Rico, being on the ship, nothing. So that started my journey of research. Led me to, I also went to the African History Museum in Los Angeles. I went to the Museum of Natural History
Oh.
in
Exposition
Exposition
Park.
Park. They have a building there that houses these big books full of addresses for people who used to live in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was looking for addresses for people mentioned in the book, and I found those, and then they sent me to the Mamie Clayton
Yes.
Museum,
Mm-hmm.
which I had never heard of.
Wow.
It's in Inglewood. It's
Culver City.
Culver
Culver
City.
City.
Mamie Clayton started years ago collecting, black
Yes.
stuff, everything. And her son talked her into starting this museum. So I went there. I actually found a photo. One photo they had of Eddie, a signed, he had autographed a photo for some woman. And it was in this museum. And I was looking for things, but I was looking for his movie information because Eddie was a filmmaker.
Oh.
Yeah, and so, I got a lot of surprises looking for things. So I went all over. I went to Central Library, I went to museums. I went to the Margaret Herrick Museum in Beverly Hills, which is where they keep all the Oscar stuff.
Okay.
I'd have never even thought to go there. But in this process, I got a pro bono lawyer. Man who works in the business, he's a lawyer,
Yeah.
and writes books about race movies.
Okay.
He's a white guy.
Uh-huh.
He was at the Margaret Herrick Museum, and he typed in Eddie Green's name, and he said, you need to go there.
Wow. Wow.
Went there, I found scripts for Eddie's movies. I found photos. pictures of his movie